So I use the TCL NXTPAPER 60 Ultra for a month now. And literally I wanted to share with you my, I would say, feedback, my experience, like what I liked and what I very much not like. Yeah, these are the ones. So let's start with the ones I actually did like. So the first thing is the NXTPAPER. So that's something which for me was like, wow, I do appreciate, you know, the flip of a button and I can immediately change it to max ink mode, and I used often max ink mode on the middle one, and it's just like the experience of it, it's nice. So I realized that I was reading on it much more often than on my, you know, Kindle, and like the vibe of it, it's very smooth, very cool, and the battery actually lasts for so long. Like I think I was charging my phone every 2 days. I think even once every 3 days. That never happens to me. That like literally never happens to me. So I was like, whoa, okay, that is a very positive experience. So yeah, I did like that. And also one thing which I definitely learned about it is that because this NXTPAPER technology, which has the reduced blue light and also reduced flicker, like I realized that my eyes are not as sore and they're not hurting me after the day of usage. Because the case, I sit in front of the computer like all day. I have multiple phones, I have multiple like computers, and you know, it's just literally since the morning till the evening I sit on my computer, and I often check my personal phone for, you know, work, for personal stuff, and I use it a lot. And I realized that because this one device, you know, I changed to NXTPAPER and I use the NXTPAPER, I feel a huge difference. So this is a very big plus. Like this is a very big plus. Like that's something which for me was like, wow, I do appreciate, I do enjoy it. I think that is the future. I'll be honest with you, that is the future. That is the biggest positive I actually found, and I think whoever's thinking about it, yeah, this is worth it. So another thing which I did like is that some basic gestures, like for example, you know, 3-finger screenshot like that, or the lift to wake option. And I did like that you have the option with it, with the kind of AI built in already here. So you have that smart writing, which kind of, you know, analyzes what it's seeing on the screen and will help you to write either an email or event plan or stuff like that. So I did like that AI capabilities, and I also tested the AI podcast, which kind of lets you to, you know, instead of reading a book, you can actually listen to a book and it'll just live do it. So that was for me, I like it. I very much like it. Like it is something which, like, it was a pretty unique, pretty innovative. So I was like, okay, this is something which I like. I also use the smart voice memos, and the cool thing is that you can also get them directly from here. So from that menu, and they're just waiting for you, you know. So they're just right here. That is just that's just a plus one, you know. So these are the two ones which I very much liked. So I also got a pen with it and the modular case. So the modular case, which is kind of closing, yeah, for me, definitely too much hassle. Like I use the pen, the positive thing, it is detachable, and in the winter, especially in the cold countries, it is cool because if you cannot use your, you know, hands because it is too cold, you don't want to, you know, take off the gloves, and like your gloves doesn't work on your phone, this does. And the stylus actually works pretty well. Like for me, I don't draw as much. Like what I did, I tried to make notes with it, and my handwriting is also awful. So the positive thing about the TCL is that it does recognize my handwriting. My handwriting is naturally encrypted. So yeah. But I think this is a good one. The minus of it, so I'll just cover small minus before I go to the general challenges, is that it is wide because of that. So it actually doesn't fit my car holder. So this was the minus, because every time when I went to the car and I wanted to turn on the GPS, I had to take it off. The good thing is that it slides very nicely, and you know, just put it down, but then I had to worry to not lose it. So it's a plus and it's a minus. And if someone like to do a lot of handwriting and you know you like to do some drawing as well, it is pretty cool. Like the general feeling of it, the accuracy of it. So let me actually go back to the notes, because the accuracy of that it's actually very like surprising. So let me just show it here. So boom. It is very nice. In general, the feeling of it, it is decent. So this is a huge plus for especially someone who is using the pen. So the daily usage as well. So because it has 24 gig of RAM, which is 12 gig virtual and 12 gig on the normal one, the physical, the phone feels actually very fast. So that's something which I very much enjoyed. I think it's a huge plus. That's well done, TCL, well done, because I think you did an absolute great job. So yeah, that's something which, especially this is a 512 gig version. Yeah, it does the great job for daily usage, a lot of space, it's pretty awesome. When it comes to the camera, so I use the camera now for a while and I kind of tested the camera. So what I like is that it is a pretty great quality. Like for a phone which is, you know, this is a medium range phone, like it's like 500 pounds, so like 450 to 500, depends on the version. So it's not, you know, a top tier phone. So for me, the camera is actually very cool here. I was positively surprised by the quality, 1080p, 4K, the selfie and the portrait is just very nice. And what I liked about it, it's very fast as well. So yeah, that's definitely a huge plus. And you know, all of those functions like the motion one and time lapse. So I did enjoy it. I think it's something which it is good. It is good. Like a general feeling of it, I do like it. So let's go to the challenges and minuses and things that I think TCL could improve. So the first one is not to improve. I think it's a personal kind of experience and personal vibe. Like I don't think there's anything to improve here. For me personally, it might be slightly too big of a display. Like this is 7.2 inch and I do feel that like every time when I walk with it, like I don't feel safe in my hand that much, you know? So that's something which for me was like, okay, I think personally I would go probably for a smaller phone. But the kind of feeling of it, the vibe of it, it is decent. Especially when I'm playing games on it, it is awesome. Like gaming is pretty awesome on it, don't get me wrong, and watching Netflix on it, it's pretty cool. On it, like a general usage, it's a little bit harder. The second thing, it doesn't have any gestures. So like you don't have any, you know, shake to flashlight, and also even the side button. And I'm like, this is something that TCL, come on, you need to do it with the next updates, because, you know, I go to the advanced features and I go to the power key, and when I use the, you know, the camera double press, I can just literally go to the camera, or when I long press, I can choose the power menu on digital assistant, nothing else. Like I cannot even turn on the flashlight from this button. And like, I know it's a silly one, but like, I am so used to, you know, with Samsung and Motorola and others, that I do have a flashlight here. And, you know, people are actually setting up, you know, fast double tap twice to set it up. Then it's just like, it's just so useful, you know? And like, you want to have your favorite app just ready for you without even, you know, searching for it. So that's something, yeah, I'm not a huge fan, you know? That's something which is, yeah, like TCL, you could fix it. So another thing is that if I'm playing some games, there's actually no gaming widget. So that's something which I was actually negatively surprised. Like I was like, okay, that is a little bit weird. But yeah, there is no gaming widget. There is not really kind of things to set up for gaming. And let's be honest, like people game a lot on the phones, especially on like 7.2 inches. And I know this phone is like for NXTPAPER, a lot for reading, and focus probably for more work. But gaming, it is a part of it. It has a good processor. And the size of the screen is awesome, so maybe a gaming widget would be nice. So yeah. So one thing which also I kind of realized, and this is something which I very much like, it's actually that NXTPAPER, it is a beautiful screen, but unfortunately, it's very easy to scratch it. So I have it for you know, a month now, and it's like I already have 4 scratches, and believe me, I'm with my phone with like an egg, you know? Like I'm with it with like an egg. So I am very cautious about my phone, and I'm very cautious if I'm putting that, you know, making sure that when I'm sliding that to my pockets, it's not going by the screw and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised I got them. So for me, it's like, okay, so it is easy scratchable, unfortunately. But like, yeah, it might be the NXTPAPER kind of thingy. So yeah, that is the minus. But on the plus one, because that's a pretty big plus, it doesn't leave fingerprints. So look, because that an NXT paper is working in this way, you don't leave fingerprints. And I think this is a huge one. This is a huge positive, you know? So yeah, I kind of mixed a little bit here. And one last thing on the list, it's the fingerprint scanner. So I am so used to having the fingerprint on the front, and on this phone, it's on the side. And I'm just not a fan of it. So yeah, maybe we can change it for the next one. But my overall feeling, it's a pretty great phone. It's a pretty great phone, and if you are looking for a phone which has a nice large display with a very fast feel and a daily usage which is just great, this is cool. Only the small one challenges which I already mentioned, but I think for a generic one, it's still winning within my kind of phone collection. So yeah, well done TCL, few things to tweak. And by the way, if you like my videos, you know what to do. Just hit that like and, you know, follow, because I want to kind of reach first 1,000 subscribers soon, and you can actually help me do that. And you know, when you do that, you're gonna see more of those reviews coming to you. So yeah, just stay tuned. Rafał Sabila here, MadTechTalk. Check out my next video.
MadTechTalk, tech so fly, breaking down gear, let's amplify. Sub like, don't miss a thing. Tech reviews with a little bling. We out for now, but stay tuned. More fire tech is dropping soon.